Yo, 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 what's happening? This is your boy Prime, and it's about damn time. Now, as you can see on the screen, you're not seeing my face today, but what you are seeing, and just so you know, that is not me on the screen, okay? But we do have a fella on the screen here that's in some deep trouble. Now, as you can see, this Uber driver was charged with raping a 16-year-old, and her pants were still around her ankles when she basically encountered some other people that was in the apartment complex. From what I read, they noticed that her pants was around her ankles. Now, I have a few issues with everything about this. Obviously, rape is a serious crime in our country. It is a serious crime in probably all countries, I would imagine. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I know here it is a serious deal. And in most countries, for sure, right? So with that being said, obviously this is a very sensitive issue. Obviously this is not an easy issue for people to express or talk about. But what I will attempt to do is I will attempt to express my feelings here and what I think about the scenario. So obviously I'm not condoning raping any woman or anybody at any given time. It's just wrong. But it is a few things here I have with this problem here. First and foremost, the 16-year-old thing. You know, obviously that's bad because that's a 16-year-old girl. Oh man, that could be devastating for her, right? But this is what I have a problem with the Uber driver. Number one, let's say for example the Uber driver is claiming he didn't do anything. Well, it's probably one problem with that. You shouldn't have been picking up a 16-year-old, right? And I'm not saying that this Uber driver is claiming that he's innocent. I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying he is. Okay, just want to make sure we are clear on that. I'm just simply letting you know that picking up a 16-year-old could always be bad, and this is usually what can happen, right? Now, as it says here, this Uber driver drives in Atlanta. He was arrested Tuesday and faces rape charges after an intoxicated 16-year-old girl was reported she was sexually attacked during her ride. Now, obviously, 16 and intoxicated, that always spells bad. All right, so I can't pronounce this guy's name, so I'm not. He is 58 years old, of College Park. He was identified as the driver after police questioned the victim's friend who ordered the car. And now I have an issue with that too, because a lot of women will order cars for their friends. They will order a car for their friends. Oh my God, I'm driving and these people will not get across the crosswalk. This is crazy. And you know, anyway, back to this. So you order a car for your friend and you don't even go with them. You know, your friend just lonely in a car with a 58-year-old man. She's 16. She's drunk. Come on, yo. We got to get better than that. Like people actually have gotten to the point where they have so much faith and trust in Uber, an app, where you're safe. You're not safe. You're never safe. Sorry, Charlie. I had an incident where this girl basically she OD'd, and I had to call the police. You already know. You seen the story long time ago. If you didn't, go back and check that video out. But like I said there, she was out of the game. Luckily, she got me and not this guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he would have raped her and had a good time probably. You know what I'm saying? Alright, and obviously this guy is innocent until proven guilty, so I don't want to be making him seem like he's a guilty guy, even though I probably just did. But it is what it is. And when we hear the word rape and we hear 16-year-old girl, we automatically just scream, he did it. That's the reason why it's important for us Uber drivers not to allow 16 or minors to get into our car, especially females. The answer always must be no. I don't care if they gotta go to school, nothing. The answer is always no. Without even having to go back and go into this, I can just tell you all that basically happened was the people that she knocked on their door and all that, and they ended up taking her to the hospital. Okay, so basically my thing is simple. It's real simple. At the end of the day, the problem here is we're not taking in consideration that number one, 16-year-olds should have never been picked up. That's number one. Number two, obviously, well, number one, raping a woman is always bad. Number two, 16-year-old girl should never been in the car. And then number three, the issue I have is, okay, so did this Uber driver have a dash cam? It doesn't seem to have. He doesn't seem to have any protection. So obviously, what happened was he was deactivated from Uber. Uber's basically, giving a sad story. Oh, he's only been with the company for 3 months and he's been deactivated. All right, so the issue I'm having here with that is simple. Uber obviously has already taken the side of the victim and boom, booted the driver without any formal investigation, right? And they already said he's been permanently, okay? Now, obviously they did some medical records here, and so it's probably some evidence that he did do it there, but Uber is so quick to boot you. You know what I'm saying? He's only been around three months, so he's no value to the company. Obviously, they can easily boot him, and another driver will take his place. But the moral to the story here, people, is I'm not trying to defend the driver. I'm not trying to defend Uber. I'm not trying to defend the victim either. Okay? I'm not trying to defend anybody. I'm simply saying this is one of those reasons why we need a dash cam. Because if something was like this because think about it. Sometimes a 6-year-old might get in your car and you may not even really realize. She may act grown, sound grown. She may look grown, and you just may let it go because you don't know. But if you had the evidence to prove every passenger that got in your car what actually happened, this could be avoided. And that's basically all I'm trying to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about that. Like I said, not trying to defend anybody here, and definitely the victim is the priority here, because obviously that's not a good thing for the victim. Okay? So with that being said, this is your boy Prime, and it's been my time. In this guy's case, don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time. I'm out.